good day to be a Cowboys fan. How about that, D?
What did I fucking tell all of you? Nobody. Only people that will know this is people that follow me personally on Facebook, which, to be honest with you, there's not too many fans that'll do that. Only people that will actually follow me that listen to the show are other content creators. So there's not too many people that know that I've been saying since the beginning. The second DeMarcus Lawrence said something, the second that nigga said something, I was like, yes, bring it. If y'all gonna kick our ass, come on, bring that shit. I'm ready. This has been one of the best moments of a Dallas Cowboy fan within the last 10 years. Because this was one of those moments. Because, Chris, agree with me or not, this is one of these moments where the team and the fan base were in sync. And we was like, fuck yeah, get us. We ready, bitch. Come. And what happened? We shut them down to 10 points.
Let me tell you something.
Points.
Here's how
we shut them down. Chris, and here's the best part. You know, as much shit as you and I have talked, and we have said our piece about Dallas and how they fucked up this year and how a lot of the shit they have to correct. The one thing that you and I said that was true is still true, and everybody's saying it, and you know what? Might as well echo what they're saying. We're dealing with a Super Bowl defense on this squad. I do not even, I say that with I'm not bullshitting you when I say that. It's a Super Bowl level defense that we got. My God, nigga. That was fun.
Let me tell you something. DeMarcus Lawrence started the game was fucking talking cash shit to the fucking Saints.
Yep. He was
They were lined up, and he was talking cash shit, and I was like, hey, DeMarcus, man, don't pull a Jalen Ramsey on us. Don't do this to us.
DeMarcus is like, but unlike Jalen Smith, he backed it up. He walked up to each one. I want smoke from you. Block me, bitch. Block me there.
Dude, Dallas,
this is one of the wow.
Dallas had the ball, no bullshit, for 34 minutes.
And I told you that's how you do it, man. And now let's give the respect. Now you say 13 is 13-10. Let's give the respect on the flip side. The New Orleans defense is mean.
Oh, when they had to.
That New Orleans defense is underrated. Their defense is nice, real nice. And I don't want to hear, well, it's Cowboys not that big. No, it was their stopping of Zeke. Like Zeke really couldn't do that much, Zeke got the job.
Zeke had to do both ways. It was like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna run, but I'm also gonna catch some balls too, just to throw you off.
I gotta go land and y'all motherfuckers but guess what? Zeke got the job done. But do you notice how hard it was for him to do anything? Do you notice how hard it was? Dak, we haven't addressed this. Dak has put the ball on the ground 11 times this year. Yeah. Wow. That's not good.
Yeah. He needs to. I was looking at it. I was like, one, throw the ball away, Dak. Just throw the ball away. Just throw it away. Avoid the sack if you can. I see what he's trying to do, and it's like, stop playing hero. Just stop trying to bootleg it around to the side.
You notice that?
Just throw the ball away. Just
because he's that type. It's one of the things that's going to hurt him right now. I say right now because usually quarterbacks like him don't figure that out until they get into their veteran stage, and he's not close. He's not there at his veteran stage yet, of course not. But Dak's biggest, one of his biggest assets is going to be the one that's going to bite him in the butt, which is the fact that he's a tough I'm gonna make something out of it quarterback.
Yeah, Dak's. He's a big dude, and the Saints, he peeled off 3 dudes to get that first down. I was like, yes.
Think about it. Think about it's like this. You think about he has that holy shit that actually worked aspect of Romo, and he has this fuck you, I'm getting that first down of Ben Roethlisberger in him, and that bites him in the ass. That clearly bites him in the ass because he puts the ball on the ground, he throws into nothing sometimes. And sometimes he gets sacked when he shouldn't get sacked at all. And like you said, throw it on the ground, throw it away, do whatever you can. He doesn't do that. He holds on the ball too long. 11 though. 11. And the whole game, now granted, the whole time people were dropping balls in this game left and right anyway. But let's focus on the real problem, which is Dak. Good God. That's 11 fucking times. And as a quarterback, a scrambling quarterback, that's not good.
Yeah, but the thing is, too, but the story of the Dak this season has always been he'll have his shitty games, and in the next game, he's doing good. So it's like, yo, consistency. It's like, just stay consistent.
We're dealing with a third-year quarterback, which is amazing that we take third-year quarterback over journeyman backup like Fitzgerald. We'll take Fitzpatrick. We'll take him over journeyman Fitzpatrick any day. Which, granted, they're kind of the same quarterback, but one is never going nowhere.
But the other thing too is that with Dak, we left 14 points on the field. It should have been 27-10 final.
Oh my God.
You're right. Dog, were you like me when he overthrew Gallup and I was like, son of a bitch, that was a walk-in touchdown. No.
You know what, I gotta agree with who was it? I think that was actually Skip Bayless. I do agree. I'd rather you overthrow than underthrow, because underthrow is how niggas get picked.
Yeah.
And it don't happen too often when you overthrow somebody, unless that's like, wow, that went right to the safety. That hardly happens. But I'd rather he overthrew it, because if Gallup touched that thing, it was done.
Oh, yeah.
That was done deal.
If he ran that in for a TD, that would have been a dagger right there. Oh, that's done. That's game.
I think that fight up that short fight up the field that he did was one of those moments too, because Dak didn't want to go down for shit.
Oh,
so. And then Zeke broke, and it's like there was these little moments where you see, like, the problem with the New Orleans defense is that they will hold them, and then all of a sudden, bam, first down. Like and they kept the fucking Saints defense out there. And to give the Saints defense their credit, despite being on that field long as fuck, they stayed up. They could keep up. Yeah. And but let's flip it over to the Dallas defense. It's been a good while since I've seen Drew Brees, and you and I will say it. Drew Brees is going to the Hall of Fame. This has been one of the very few times I've seen Drew Brees throw like complete shit. I'm only saying that because off of memory, I don't remember seeing a game that bad from Brees.
Even in the 2009 game, he wasn't this bad.
I'm even going back to the first few years he was with the Chargers. I really don't remember Brees having a bad game like this. This was bad.
I mean, he was getting, and the thing of it is too, my worry, if we had the fucking Ryan brother as our defense, he would have dialed up blitzes in a half. I'm glad Rob Marinelli didn't do that shit.
Rob Marinelli had, you know what? That's the amazing thing about this defense. That defensive line, number one, just controlling everything. Kamara couldn't do nothing. He couldn't do nothing.
He rushed for, I think, 40-something yards or some shit like that.
Exactly. That's what, you know what? Dennis Sharp asked this question, and I'm going to ask you the same question. Where was Ingram?
Dude, I had him on my fantasy, and I was worried about that. And I'm like, yo, so the Saints did what Dallas used to do, which is they get discouraged and they get away from the run and start throwing. That's what the Saints did.
I mean, Sean Payton was another person, which is ironic because I think Sean Payton's one of the better coaches in the NFL. I really do. He played a bad game.
He got outcoached by Jason Garrett. He got outcoached by Jason Garrett. I was like, yo.
It ain't often. Not often that Jason. It's not often that Jason Garrett hit somebody with the motherfucking Tim Hardaway crossover.
Yo, but Sean Payton, here's the thing. All right, so here's what doomed to read. This is the thing that doomed the Saints, and it kind of made or break the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Payton wasted 2 challenges in the first half. The first one I understood because that's some shit that Garrett would throw a fucking challenge flag too. Because I thought for a second, shit, maybe he did catch it. You know,
and I don't blame him for that. I don't think nobody would have blamed him for that first one.
The second one, I'm like, dude, you're at the goal line. It didn't fucking matter where the ball was at. Like, just get the 3 or a touchdown or whatever.
That's the big problem. What was there to gain? Honestly, what was there to gain?
Nothing.
You tell me. I'm serious. You tell me. Why did he do that? In no circumstances, Chris, do you burn 2 challenges in the first half.
That's like
that's
a rookie coach mistake.
That's a rookie coach mistake. That's a Mike Tomlin mistake because he wanted.
Did you just say a Mike Tomlin mistake?
That's a Mike Tomlin. Nah, fuck that shit. I'm right mistake. That was a keeping it real goes wrong mistake. Nah, fuck that. That was on Dallas.
But it's what Shannon said. Like, yo, Dallas is up 10-0 and fucking Peyton panicked. I was like, ah, shit, he is panicking.
I mean, he panicked. And it was kind of funny because Joe Buck said, well, even if they get this, they still lose the challenge and they still won't have none in the second half. I'm like, exactly. And then they got it. And then Troy Aikman challenging everybody said, well, you know what? They got it right, but why?
Look, let me talk about Troy, man. This game was a tale of like 2 fathers. If Troy is the fucking father that doesn't approve of you, is not happy with anything until you win a Super Bowl, fucking Michael Irvin was the dad that's just happy that you fucking won by any means necessary.
This was that was weird. It's already been surreal with Michael Irvin this year, yelling and shouting. And he is Michael Irvin's a big cheerleader, okay? There are some shit where he talks, yes, every Cowboy fan cringes. For some reason, this game was the game that all of us got up for. And then to make it low, for me, what made it better was, Chris, when I was like, yeah, we got to play New Orleans. Not because I forget about this shit all the time. I was like, yeah, wait a minute, where they playing at? We playing in motherfucking Arlington? Let's go! Let's fucking go! Come in my fucking hood and do some shit, nigga. I want you to.
Yo, Irvin was like, yo, he about to do all the coke after this win.
Now, can we all say this? Because I said it, I had faith in him, and I didn't expect this. Van Der Esch looks very, very good.
Was it him and Jalen Smith?
I told you when we got him, I was like, I know what you're trying to do. Let him cook. He's not because off his size. The speed that he displayed in fucking I was much like Skip Bayless. I only seen 2 games last year of Boise. Probably 2, maybe just 1, but I didn't hear Van Der Esch's name.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, just
to be real, I didn't hear his name. So when we drafted him, and I seen all the clips and all the rest of that, I know why Dallas got him. I wouldn't. Me personally, I would have never made the pick. And you know what? This is one of those times where it's like, well, Jerry was right.
I mean, look, him and Jalen Smith. I gotta be real, man.
They're the best 1-2. They're the best 1-2 in the NFL, man.
I gotta say this.
They got fucked with that.
If I'm Dallas, I'm looking on the sideline at Sean Lee like, hey, dog, so you gonna retire? Nah.
Because we could use a cap space, maybe.
I mean, somebody was saying maybe he should sign to another team, but I'm like, I don't know, because it's like that's a risk considering quad injury. That's something that
it's a risk. And number 2, who's gonna fucking pay him?
Yeah, that's the thing.
And let's think. Best case scenario is you either in a position like him, either you get onto a team that's going to be fighting for a conference championship, or you're going to be on one of the worst teams. So you're looking at he's looking at either getting signed to, I don't know, and playing backup, mind you, and playing backup for, like I said, one of those teams that can make it to the divisional finals, or the Jets. You know what I mean?
Or D, if he's really feeling like a payday, go to the Redskins. They pay anybody.
You know what? Let's put a mark on the Redskins because we're going to them next. But back onto our team. Jalen Smith. I told you about Jalen Smith.
I've never seen a dude so fast. This motherfucker went from one side of the field, booked it to the other side to keep the Saints from getting a TD. I was like, what? Where did he come from?
That was, like I said, again, huge risk. Huge risk. I knew how good he was in college, but I was like, you're getting somebody that's not guaranteed to be the same. And he got hurt and got stronger. So it's like that's one of those things like let him go. You're dealing with a real one right there, yeah. So that don't happen for a lot of athletes, man. Where they come back from a devastating injury like he did, where it's almost career ending. You know what I mean? And then come back to fucking not even Pro Bowl worthy, but like I said, he makes this defense look like a Super Bowl defense, man. It's amazing how Rob Marinelli, and you and I saw this 2 years ago. We saw the setup. We saw how the scheme changed. We saw how they were locking down. Yes, the secondary at the time wasn't really that good, but we saw what they were doing. We saw what they were doing with that line. We knew what was going on with that linebacking core, yeah?
Yep.
We saw everything about, I say 2 years ago, just because of the show we got. But you and I saw this when Marinelli really started taking more of a presence, and we really became the assistant coach of the team.
Yeah,
we knew this was was going to happen. I didn't see this quality coming out of him, man.
Look, if we are transitioning into the Redskins, let's talk about that Thanksgiving game and how Amari Cooper toasted that fucking Redskin defense. Holy shit.
Let me tell you about what's really going down for the Redskins is how sad it is that not only did they lost that, but it looks like this whole season that had a little bit of promise is going to go right in the
5-2 just weeks ago. That's the wild part.
Oh my God. It was all the Redskins are the literal embodiment of it. It was all good a week ago.
They were 5-2, and I was like, I think you were saying that. I was like, oh shit, Redskins really about to win the division.
I was telling you, the Redskins, if nothing, and I said if nothing bad happens to them, they're going to make the playoffs. I didn't see nothing major, but they were going to make the playoffs. Now, notice that at this point right now, there might be two teams coming out of the NFC East, and one of them's not going to be Redskins. And I have to be honest with you, that's sad.
Look, if you're talking...
Because I'm going to be real, and I'm being real with all my Redskin fans on that one. Y'all had this one this year.
Oh.
Y'all was supposed to go to the playoffs this year. I am not even bullshitting you. Only reason I'm saying this is because, let's be honest with you, we're from D.C., so a part of me feels for my city. So a part of me does feel like, fuck, they had it. Dude, they were going to go to the playoffs.
I mean, just, like right now, they are tied with the Seahawks and Carolina Panthers for the wild card spot, and also the Vikings, because the Vikings got one of them. They're 6-4-1, and they got a tough one against New England this Sunday. But they're tied with the Panthers and the Seahawks for that last spot, and the Philadelphia Eagles is right behind them. And you're at a point right now where you need to be healthy. Dallas lucked out, and they're healthy. Skins and the Eagles, they're injury riddled like a motherfucker.
Yeah, the Eagles cannot put together a fucking puzzle piece of 4 pieces right now.
Yeah,
they should be way better. See, with the Eagles is that they're playing underneath their fucking. They're playing just low level football. They shouldn't be. They're playing way under. They're underachieving right now, and it's just sad.
Yeah.
The Redskins, however, overachieved this whole season,
and now it's luck. I mean, Alex Smith is out. You got Colt McCoy. Peterson got shut down Thanksgiving, which shocked the fuck out of me. I was like, huh.
Well, I knew that was going to happen. I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen. Peterson, I knew he was going to be this major. He was just. I don't give a fuck what you say about, because I got into about with a bunch of people about AP. Because a part of me still likes AP.
Oh yeah, I do. Despite him coming out in the news and saying he still whoops his kid's ass with the belt and shit. So
Let me be real with you. As a father, good for you. I'm being honest. Look. Now I'm all for it because everybody. Here's the thing that always kills me about that. Everybody believes in some form of discipline of their kid.
Yeah.
My thing is this, and this is just coming from a father standpoint. As long as you're not really physically like
hurting them to the extent.
I mean, like, let's be honest with you. A belt will, and just as a kid that got beat with a belt, yeah, it does leave some type of mental scar on you, in some type of, because it's fucking terrifying as a child. But then again, there's a lot of people that were fine with it, yada 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 yada. As long as it ain't straight up like, yo, no mama, no mama, no mama, that shit with the iron, you know.
It's like, well, but yeah,
if it ain't Penny getting burnt with the iron, I'm fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit. You know, like but with AP, I was really just like, we were just talking about, like, he's just a spark. He's really just a spark for that team. Something to ride on, and especially when you're dealing with check down perfectionist as a motherfucking Alex Smith. And it's just sad, man. It's sad how that team really just relied on Alex Smith more than anything else. And I told everybody really didn't want this to happen.
Oh yeah,
I don't want y'all to rely on y'all backup because y'all ain't.
Yeah, and I didn't.
And here's the thing that gets me: the Redskins talk hot shit about talk real hot shit about Colt McCoy like he was going to do something.
Nigga, that dude did.
That's the problem I have with Redskins.
That dude did not a goddamn thing against the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. I was like, well, that ran away.
That's my thing. What were Redskins fans? Redskins fans defend the living shit out of Colt McCoy. What has he done?
But what's wild me out is that these are the same people that when RG3 was playing and he was out, I think I was one of the people that was like, why don't you just... Because in the playoffs, I think because they had Colt on that team that year, and I was like, well, if you don't want to risk RG3 getting injured in the playoffs, and again, that was the year that I felt that they had a good run for the Super Bowl, why don't you put Cousins or Colt McCoy in to game manage until RG3 is out? You got the pieces to still win and shit, but nope, RG3 till he dies.
That was just one of the biggest tragedies that happened to the Redskins. And we're starting to see that they kind of never got over that. You know what I mean? Like we're really starting to see that. Or, when you have DJ Swearinger really telling the truth about not only the team as in general, but the fans and all that, it's really telling the Redskins are going weird time right now as an organization. We have diehards that are just going to be diehards. They don't give a fuck about the name of Redskin. They don't give a fuck about any of the politics or anything with it. They're diehards. They're like us. Yeah, we know my team is racist as fuck, but I'm about to sing this racist ass song for a second. All right, excuse me. Hail to the Redskins. Like, we get that. I get those people. I'm fine with those people, actually, because I don't like getting in debates with those people about the name Redskin, because somehow Cowboys derogative, but I'm not going there.
Yeah.
But we have those fans then we have the one half of fans who are just blissfully stupid, and I mean every fan base has that.
Yeah.
But the Redskins fans in that category are very interesting. Like, you really think Chris Cooley was the best tight end ever? What? Like,
I like Chris Cooley, but I mean...
Dude, don't get me wrong. In his own right, he's a big-time legend, John Riggins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. John Riggins is a legend in his own right. Don't you sit here and tell me that he's better than any fucking Cowboy running back.
But D...
He ain't better than He's not better than fucking Emmett.
But D...
He ain't better than... I go one further. Look, hey, Chris. I go one further. He wasn't better than DeMarco Murray. Don't start that with me.
But D, he was the Diesel. The Diesel, Gee. The Diesel.
Like, they bring old shit. Hey, man, with Gibbs. Nigga, that was years. That was decades. You was one when that shit happened, dog. Don't be bringing up Gibbs like you experience, nigga.
And here's the thing. So the Redskins got into a bit of trouble, which... Maybe because it's me and I'm just apathetic about it and stuff. So they got Reuben Foster off waivers. Now, Reuben Foster, he's a player that's been getting into a lot of trouble constantly, which isn't uncommon in NFL.
Can't keep his hand.
Yeah, and the thing of it is, the only reason why I didn't trip initially was like, well, shit, Dallas got fucking Greg Hardy, and he went through that shit, so I can't necessarily throw rocks at the fucking Skins.
Now, here's the weird thing with this. Now, and help me, because I know of the story, but for some reason I feel like I'm missing a chunk of this. So the Redskins signed him, but he's not going to play, right?
Yeah, because I guess they're dealing with, whenever he's done with his whole, like, I guess court shit and stuff, for right now. That's from my understanding.
Okay, sorry, I am right. So
technically he's on the roster, but they're just kind of waiting to see how everything pans out.
Now, a reason why I get to judge is because all y'all judged us when we got Greg Hardy.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's be real. The Redskins want to win games. They're an organization, they're a team, they're a club. They want to win games. Sometimes that happens. And I agree, that motherfucker's a piece of shit for it. And the NFL really needs to do something and stand up. How dare you wear pink for breast cancer month? Won't say shit when these niggas put hands on women. Defenseless women, by you.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't talking about the bitches that set them up. I'm talking about the women who are their wives who get abused.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the women who are their longtime girlfriends. They gotta get slapped up beside the head and shit on camera. It just happened this weekend with motherfucking Hunt for the KC, and that's a big one.
Yeah.
Yo, why we still got this shit? But anyway, fuck all that.
But three times he got hit for domestic violence.
Now here's my opposite argument. Everybody's saying, but they won't get Kaepernick. I don't want Kaepernick to go to the Redskins.
You don't want that.
Stop that.
No.
Stop that.
No.
Stop that. No. Kaepernick does not need to go to the Redskins. And as much as I would love for him to be signed by the Cowboys, I don't want him to go to the Cowboys either. There are some places where you do not want that quarterback to go to.
Yeah.
Because either A, it's going to be a big cash grab to make that owner look like he's good, and it's going to be the most phoniest, whitest shit in the world, and you're going to hate it. Or B, he gets signed and don't get used, and you can see the NFL giving him drug tests for no reason and shit like that. I don't want him to go through that. Not in DC and not in Dallas. So you don't want him to go to no teams like that. That's the first thing. So why then bring him up when it comes to Reuben Foster? I get it. It shows how fucking the hypocrisy of the owners. Look, dude, stop bringing Kaepernick into it. That nigga's doing big ass shit.
No, here's the kick.
I don't need him. But the reason why, Chris, I don't need him as an example. We already know they're fucking corrupt. Yeah. Stop bringing them up, dog.
But here's the kicker, though. Right? So, unlike Greg Hardy, who, despite his things, he had multiple teams trying to get him, and Dallas, rolled the dice and got him. Nobody wanted Reuben Foster at all.
Nobody. And Reuben Foster's okay in my book.
Yeah.
He's okay. He had beast moments in my book, but he's okay. But yeah, I wouldn't get him. The Redskins did it. And now, like I said, it's one of two things. Either they're trying to win games, or some stupid way they see the good in him.
I don't know. And then you got Doug Williams basically fucking
What was that thing with Doug Williams, bro? I didn't read it. What was that shit?
He basically made some comments. So let me find what he said. Will not read the prepared text. Will apologize. I forgot what he said, but basically it was somebody said he basically made some insensitive comments about the whole domestic violence shit, and then he was like turned around and apologized. I was like, well.
But look, it's not looking good on the NFL as a whole. This is not before anybody's trying to say you picking on the Redskins. Fuck y'all. Y'all pick on the Cowboys all the time.
Yeah.
But it's really that's not a Redskins thing. That's an NFL thing.
Yeah, it's always is, and that's on top of the Kareem Hunt shit, which I'm like, well, don't know what's going to happen to that.
He's done. They already released him and everything.
Oh,
his career. I hate to say it.
Somebody said he might get 6 games off that shit, possibly.
Dog, the KC released him.
Get the fuck out of here! You serious?
They got rid of him.
He's their best. Wow, holy shit!
Hey, dude, real talk. I applaud that. Get rid of him.
Wow, they didn't fucking miss a beat on that one. God damn.
And I hate to be that person, because I never want to see this for any player. His career is over.
Man,
It looks like
I didn't think they got rid of him that quick. I was like, huh.
on camera. It looks like a bunch of bullshit, but it's like, dude, get your hands off these girls, man. What is you doing, nigga?
That video was just like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, yo.
I'm still confused of what the fuck was going on, man. But it's like, yo, come on.
Yeah. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what? I hope. All I'm saying is this. I hope a lot of pundits and other people that report on sports just tell the truth. I'm tired of this.
Yeah. I mean,
as a dude that will never put hands on his wife, I'm tired of this.
Yeah, and it's just and you just, I mean, like you said, this for the Saints to,
Bro,
for the not the Saints. Why did I say the Saints? For the Chiefs to send Hunt home immediately, it's like, oh shit, okay, so I guess they really are just like, yeah, we're no, fuck this. We're not even gonna play the wait and see on this shit. Nope.
Yeet, throw him right out the window.
So speaking of Thanksgiving, the Bears is solidifying their stance on the NFC North. I already said it. They're gonna, Chase Daniels came in and put in work, did his job, but it was the Bears defense that just killed the Lions. Like,
So, can we talk about something real quick?
yep.
Can we talk about how Matt Stafford is one of the most overrated quarterbacks of all time?
Don't you mean overpaid?
Oh, yeah, that too, whatever, but over everything. He's overrated.
I like him enough. I never really put him as like my top quarterback, you know.
Look, dude, if you were playing Madden and you hit fantasy draft and you put it on auto mode and you got Matt Stafford, you will be happy, would you?
Yeah, I'd be like, all right, cool. I got Matt Stafford. All right.
Fuck, I got Matt Stafford. That's what's up. I'm not talking about his talent. I'm talking about how we wax how much of a good quarterback he is, and he don't win shit. He doesn't win shit.
2 interceptions and just. And I mean, this is the game this is the game.
Matt Stafford never wins shit.
This was the game.
Why do y'all keep hyping him up?
This is the game the Lions needed to turn around because again, they were
bad.
They were 4-6.
A part of me was hoping that they won. I was like, you know what, Lions, you deserve this on Thanksgiving. Beat these niggas.
You let Chase Daniels put in work.
Chase Daniels, a name,
a journeyman.
I thought I would never hear again.
A journeyman.
He's still in the NFL.
Cash and checks.
Gotta give it. No, on some real shit, Chase. I say this as a person that just said you were never going to amount to nothing. I say this in the best, nicest way. You're still in the NFL. Do you know how hard that is to still be a quarterback, even as a backup in the NFL? You have my respect, Mr. Daniels.
Former Redskin quarterback.
Yeah, I know. No, Chase was out of Texas, wasn't he?
Redskins first.
Oh, Missouri. He was out of Missouri.
Yeah. Redskins, dude. First year with the Redskins, he was just backup and stuff, and then they ditched him after the season. Went to the Super Bowl winning Saints that same season. They went to the Super Bowl and won and stuff. The thing of it is, he was third string behind Patrick Ramsey, which was interesting.
Patrick, I wish could have turned out better in the NFL. Him and Tim Couch was 2 quarterbacks I really wanted to actually work out in the NFL. Neither did.
Yeah. And then he went to the Chiefs for a while. Actually for 3 years.
I'm sorry to go back on Patrick Ramsey, but when he played for the Redskins, I actually had faith in him.
Yeah, I liked him. I like him and Jason Campbell were the 2 guys I liked on the Redskins as QBs.
I was saying to everybody, like, yo, I think Patrick Ramsey might actually be the dude they want. Like, he might end up being something. It never worked out. Whatever. Anyway,
3 years with the Chiefs, a year with the Philadelphia Eagles, which is funny because he signed a 3-year, $21 million contract, and then, like, that same season, he was back up for Carson Wentz. And then, all of a sudden, 2017, when they signed Nick Foles, he decided he wanted to be released from the team because it's like, well, you got Nick Foles. I'm going to be third string. I ain't going to be getting no playing time. So they granted his request. He went back to the Saints for 1 year. and then now he's with the Bears. So he had a pretty interesting season. He won a Super Bowl with a team as a third stringer and back here.
Like I said, man, he lasted longer than I thought he would. Good for you, Chase.
Collecting checks. But yeah, he came in there and he's, Michael Trubisky, he's out for a shoulder injury right now. So like Chase is going to be playing this weekend and stuff. So we'll see about that.
The one thing I would like to know is how deep will the Bears make it into the playoffs, man? You know what I mean?
I mean, their defense is, look, Khalil Mack and that defense is just as vicious as Dallas' defense.
They are. They are.
And now that was the X factor against the Lions. And look, if there's a team that the Rams are going to get their ass whooped by, it's going to be the Bears. They got to face the Bears. And if Dallas stymied the Saints offense, I got the Bears stymieing the Rams.
You know what? That's the thing. I really think the Rams they're really not that strong as I think everybody makes them out to be.
They're good offensively. They're good defense.
Oh yeah, I think
shaky.
Shady. It is.
Not shady. I would say shaky. It's shaky at best. It's like it's all right. It's
kind of like
huh?
I don't like their defense though.
It's shaky. It's like when they have to do their job, they do their job, but they give away too many damn points. To me, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, the Saints whooped the Falcons' ass Thanksgiving. Basically Matt Ryan was not playing, as Troy Aikman said, Matt Ryan is not playing loose and with confidence like he normally does. Because I was expecting that to be a shootout, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think we were, just the way the Saints rolled over them again. Again, the Saints were showing their dominance right there, right before they lost this just yesterday. You got to think, man, 10-1. The Saints are making it very known that they're gunning for the Super Bowl, and even with the loss they got to us, I still got them as a favorite to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Browns out here ain't playing around, and they beat the fucking damn Bengals, and Baker Mayfield was fucking throwing shade at fucking Hugh Jackson. And it was hilarious. It
was very simple. You benched me for no fucking reason, man. You made it this big thing that I was second string. You really thought I wasn't going to be that good. Baker Mayfield does have a bit of a chip on his shoulder, and
it's understandable. Right understandable.
Whatever. Fuck the Bengals. They suck.
Yeah. Jaguars are continuing to slide in what was a tank bowl against the Bills, and the Bills eked out a win.
You want to know the best part? Jalen Ramsey coming out there pointing at all the people pointing at all the players.
You are 3-7, and you're pointing out who's bad on that bench. If you don't sit your ass down, dog.
Let me tell you something. The Jaguars are back, baby.
They're back to the bottom of the league.
They're back, baby. They back.
Again, who knew Dallas stealing their soul and their defense was going to be their undoing? Who knew?
Dude, you know what?
Oh, you still there? Shit.
I'm proud of this team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you're back.
I am proud of this. I'm proud of this team, dude.
Yeah.
Because who knew that they could just prove to everybody that, hey, Blake Bortles ain't shit. He's really shit. Who knew?
So here's the kicker too. So I'm not gonna comment on the Patriots Jets. That was stat quo. There ain't nothing to really say about that shit.
That's not talk about.
Eagles Giants. I thought for a second the Giants were actually gonna pull the upset off.
You know what? The Giants have not learned the word die yet. So let's give the Giants that. They're trying to fight.
Hey, Odell Beckham had me scared for a minute. I ain't gonna lie when he was all like, we're gonna win 8 straight and get into the playoffs. And I was like, maybe they will. At one point in this game, I was like, shit, they beating that crap out of the Eagles. Maybe they might do it. And then all of a sudden the Eagles came back and was like, nah, not today.
Your mistake was taking that shit seriously.
Hey, weirder things have happened. That's all I'm saying. Cowboys cracked off 4 wins in a row, D. I'm just saying weirder things have happened in the NFL. I'm just saying.
You know what? It's just that the Eagles should be playing way better than they are right now, man.
Also, the Giants don't deserve Saquon Barkley.
Hold
on, what did you say? hold on. I didn't catch that. Could you kind of cut out for a second?
Nah, man, nothing. Anyway, go ahead.
Giants don't deserve Saquon Barkley at all.
Anyway.
Meanwhile, the Buccaneers, Jameis Winston decided, hey, I don't throw interceptions anymore, and he did it against the Niners. I'm like, well, Jameis, that's great. That's awesome, I guess.
I don't care. It was a tank bull. I don't care.
Hey, look, and hey, Panthers, man, what the fuck are you, man? At one point, you had shit on lock, and now you're 6-5 with the Seahawks fighting for a fucking wild card spot.
This is amazing. I really had them going. What happened?
They were never, put it this way, let it be known, they were never going to stop the fucking Saints. I already knew that. So at this point, the Panthers were just fighting to lock that one wild card spot. Now, it's a fucking toss-up. Because now the Minnesota Vikings, pending on how this Sunday game goes against the Patriots, they're going to be 3 teams, including the Redskins, fighting for that last wild card spot.
And there's a chance that the Panthers might not make it.
Damn, Panthers.
I don't think
2 weeks ago, you were on top.
Yeah, there's a chance the Panthers might not make the wild card.
Woo,
they got to bounce back. They
need to.
They have to. Holy shit.
So I'll say this about the Ravens. Lamar Jackson is showing promise. He didn't do a lot of running this against the Raiders, thank God. So he's showing some promise. Hopefully the Ravens.
How are they? So they won 7 games. How?
6 games. Be 7 this weekend. Depending on how it
thank
goes.
God. Thank God.
So Lamar Jackson is showing promise. Like I said, I hope that he learned a lesson this game. Don't run a lot. Just work on your throw. He did fine.
Yeah.
He did good. So it's the Raiders. So it is what it is. They're tanking. Derek Carr, I mean, I still maintain he's going to lead that team after this season. I'm sorry. That's
I think he's gone. I think he's definitely gone.
I still think he's going to go to Jacksonville. That's just me. So
keep the dream alive. 4 victories a year.
Chargers, they're still in the hunt. They're 8-3.
The Chargers are so quiet, man.
Because they're 8-3, but they're a quiet 8-3.
I know. I think nobody takes them seriously.
We'll see in the playoffs. Like I said, shout out to Denzel.
Seriously. And that's the sad part. Know what I just said? I don't think they take their defense seriously. That's the best thing about the Chargers right now. Phillip Rivers is playing great football right now.
That's going to be, put it this way, if there's a dark horse on the AFC side, it's the Chargers, and you're right. Nobody's talking about them, and that's scary.
And if the Chargers do the unthinkable, make it to the conference championship, nigga, holy fuck, there's a chance that they can make it.
Meanwhile,
and nobody in LA wants to see them.
Yeah.
And nobody in LA wants to see them.
Because they're the Diamond Dogs, man. You know what it is. You know, this is what it is. They're putting in work.
You know what's stuck, though? If they do make it to the playoffs and all of a sudden the city of San Diego want it back.
Man, listen, the only way San Diego...
Actually, I think that's going to happen. I have this dumb feeling that they're going to go back to San Diego.
Oh, yeah, they get to the conference championship and they lose, and the San Diego's like, you know what, Chargers? Come on back. Just come on back.
You know what? We fucked up. We were for wilding, man. Come on back. We'll bring you a new stadium, man. Come on. Put it by the beach.
So, meanwhile, the Steelers just say, fuck, we don't care about our record. They lost to the Broncos. They should have steamrolled over the Broncos.
This was an interesting game.
Yeah.
Because it was sloppy football. The Steel, and it didn't get me is that Ben is not exactly blaming nobody, but he has these big games where he's making like 400 yards and all the rest of that shit. You know what I mean?
A 2-yard pass did him in.
You know, that has been Ben the last 5 years.
It's not the big plays; it's small ones.
That's been Pittsburgh in the last 5 years. He will have these incredible games and then lose, not even on bullshit, but wow. So when you unloaded the whole clip into your foot, did you do it just rapidly or did you just fire one off every 3 seconds? Like, yo.
Now, meanwhile, and I gotta give Mo props on this. His Colts are starting to be scary now. They cracked off 5 in a row now?
No, they're not scary. Let me be honest with you. They're not scary, but they're what I call a healthy 8-8 team.
Now, do you see them threatening a playoff?
With that Colts team. Huh?
Do you see them threatening a playoff, trying to get into the playoffs at this point?
They should be. I think if the Colts, you should go all in, man.
If they play their cards right, you think they're going to get in?
Probably not, because, well, it matters how hard. All right, let's think of it this way. The Ravens have made it. You got the Ravens, and it won't be the Dolphins. I can tell you that much, but I'm going to add them there.
We'll put it this way. Right now, the Colts and Ravens are fighting for that last wild card spot.
Exactly. So,
I mean, Dolphins could do it. Bengals maybe, but it's a lot of factors here.
No, I don't see the Dolphins or the Bengals making it. So what's the record of
Tennessee too? Maybe.
Well, I was gonna say, what's Tennessee's record?
Dolphins, Bengals, Broncos, Titans are 5-6. Cleveland is 4-6, which I'm laughing. I'm like, yo, what if the Browns fucking try to push into the fucking playoffs?
Well, that'd be stupid. Yo, you gotta see what happens with this Browns team also, man. Yeah. This is gonna be interesting next year, because here's the thing: there's a lot of talk right now in Cleveland, and there's a lot of movement. They might do something. Yo, we got to see something from the Browns in the next couple years, man. Yeah. We have to. Because they have to turn that shit around, man.
And lastly, the Texans just fucking steamrolled over. That was just heartless. I'm like, come on, Texans, you could have gave them a shot, but they steamrolled over the Titans, and they didn't look back at all. It's like, oh, well.
Allen. Flow victory, nigga.
I mean, don't let the 17 points fool you. That was garbage. That was garbage time there, dog.
Deshaun Watson looked great, nigga.
Yeah. So, onwards to college football and the meltdown that was Michigan, Ohio State. Michigan, the fuck happened to you? What happened? What happened?
You want to talk about a fucking stadium full of people with their mouth just cocked open? Like, what?
That's, 4? Oh, he's 0 for 4 now against Ohio State?
I think he is.
Yeah. Man, and it's like, it was mistakes that did him in. That's what did Michigan in, and it's just... And Ohio State, again, they had no business, beating Michigan, and yet, somehow, some way... I don't know, man. I gotta give it
up to Ohio State. Somehow they have survived the hammer of Damocles coming upon them, and then humbling them the way they should.
And then we say this, and then they'll lose to Northwestern this weekend.
That's going to be interesting. That's the conference championship. Yep. And you know what? Northwestern has been very quiet this year. And I really want them to win. I don't think they will, though.
Yeah, I mean...
I can tell you that right now. Yeah. Northwestern is so quiet this year, man. Yeah. I like them.
Yeah, so... Our traditional thing that we always do when we talk about college football, me and Dee decided to finally go through these bowl games and laugh at the names and see what got added to the field here. So, we're coming up on December, and December 15th is the start of all this. So, December 15th, we got the Air Force Reserve Celebration Bowl at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta.
Now you see, Chris, the Air Force Reserves need their own bowl game for recruiting reasons?
I guess. You got the New Mexico Bowl in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Of course, and that's fine. That's a state bowl game. It's cool. That's nice. Auto Nation Cure Bowl in Orlando, Florida. Okay. The Mitsubishi Motors Las Vegas Bowl at the Sandboy Stadium in Las Vegas. Oh, so it's a new sponsor this year, I see. Yes, Mitsubishi this year. It's Mitsubishi this year. The Raycom Media Camelo Bowl in Montgomery, Alabama.
Well, Yep, same as last year. Raycom. Man, that's a good. You know what, man? You know you in the South. That's all I gotta say, man. That's the one day. See, I missed that because we get it here in Maryland.
Yeah,
we get it. We used to play the games up here in Maryland. So yeah, that name Raycom, man. Wow.
The R&L Carriers Bowl in New Orleans.
Oh, the Carrier Bowl.
Yeah.
Would think that be in Carrier Stadium in what's that?
I think that it's in actually it's in New Orleans, but I think the Carrier is in actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You would think it'd be up in motherfucking Syracuse.
Yeah, I would think that, but nope. The Cherubundi Boca Raton Bowl in Boca Raton, Florida.
Why not? It's got to be for Boca Raton. We got to show off beautiful Boca Raton, and then you see like a poor woman like taking a shit on the corner or something.
Because that's what happens. Because Florida, man.
Beautiful.
That's why.
Florida, baby.
The DXL Frisco Bowl.
Oh, DXL.
Yeah.
The big and tall store. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl in Tampa, Florida.
I still think to myself, like, you ever go to like you ever like go down south and you're like at a Harley Davidson store and you can see across the streets like lawnmowers and shit.
Yeah. You got
who knows? I don't know, man. It's like I feel like the episode of King of Hill should have taught me more about lawnmowers.
Look, when I saw that shit King of Hill with a lawnmower race, I was like, that is the most Texas thing I have ever fucking seen ever. That is peak Texas right there.
You ain't lying. So what we're going to do is we're going to race our lawnmowers.
I was like, dog. And I mean, look, because of where we lived at, you knew where we lived at in Clinton. My dad had no reason to ever get a riding lawnmower. And then, like, my grandfather had found one, and he kept it. My dad had used it. Even, you seen the yard in Clinton. It was small. So at this, like, what's the point of having a riding lawnmower? But, I mean, it did get the yard done pretty damn quick. So now that they're in this new place in Hughesville, and they got this big-ass yard he has to use for a riding lawnmower now, and I'm just laughing. I was like, riding lawnmowers, they are fun to drive. I see why they did that.
I had a riding lawnmower, but I don't know why. I think we broke it or some bullshit. I don't know.
The Makers Wanted Bahama Bowl in Nassau, Bahamas.
What? I'm sorry, what?
The Makers Wanted Bahamas Bowl, which right now is FIU in Toledo. They got confirmed.
All right. Wait. The Makers what?
Makers Wanted Bahamas Bowl.
Whatever. I don't know what it is. It looks like a website.
Makers Wanted. So the Bahamas Bowl. Hold on. Again, I'm doing this because Popeyes was the previous one. And so Elk Grove Village in Illinois picked up the sponsorship, and that's why it's called Makers Wanted. Popeyes was the original sponsor.
Whatever.
Interesting. But yeah, so there's that. So that's FIU in Toledo. That got confirmed. They're in the Bahamas Bowl. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl, which is in Boise, Idaho. It's pretty self-explanatory on that one.
Yeah.
Birmingham Bowl, Birmingham, Alabama. Again, self-explanatory. Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl, which I will continue to make fun of because I was like, so Lockheed Martin just throwing money at colleges and it funnels back to them. Should be a conflict of interest here somewhere.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're just mixing the sports. We're just mixing the sports of what Lockheed Martin believes in. Believes in the. What do you mean? Like, we just believe. We just believe in what we believe the most, which is all the brown people. Shit like.
Yes, you. Yeah, CJ, 3 Black Geeks. So do you support Kaepernick and his kneeling? Fuck that nigga.
As you know, there would be no student kneeling as we in this bowl game, or the college won't get no funding from us.
The one bowl that I still laugh because nobody is underrated, the Dollar General Bowl, which I'm like, yo, Dollar General got money like that? All right, cool.
Hell yeah! Look, you got to stop faking on the power of the dollar stores, nigga. Look, nigga.
I need to buy stock in Dollar General now. I need to buy stock now.
You have to. Look, Chris, as a millennial that is not on the other end of millennials, us poor millennials.
I'm not even on the, you act like I'm on the 1%. I'm like middle classing it up basically right now. So,
That's what I'm saying. As a millennial, yes. As a black millennial, yes. You're part of the 1%. It's like this. No, somebody like, you can look at one person. Wait a minute. Your degree was worth something. Why not mine? Why not mine? Like, what did you get a degree in? Like, what did you get a degree in? Social studies. I just wanted to do something.
But yeah, the Dollar General Bowl, I'm like in Mobile, Alabama at the Land People's Stadium. I'm like, oh shit. I underestimate Dollar General and them raking in money left and right. So cool.
Yeah.
The Sophie Hawaii Bowl, which is going to be Louisiana Tech versus Hawaii.
Oh, so they already got this set up. I always laugh when the state team gets to go at that bowl game because it's like a hand-me-out to me.
You remember that year that Hawaii actually went undefeated? And granted, I understood they were basically like a FCU where it was like, well, Hawaii, your schedule wasn't strong, but hey, we'll give you. Actually, they gave him a good bowl. They didn't give him a Hawaii bowl. They actually gave him a better bowl. It wasn't a Hawaii bowl though, but still, yeah.
Yeah. That always happens to a team, man. Central Florida, they're gonna have it this year, man. I wonder where they're gonna fall out anyway, man. Anyway.
The Serve Pro First Responder Bowl, formerly the Cotton Bowl.
I'm sorry, so the Cotton Bowl's not the Cotton Bowl no more? The Cotton Bowl no more?
No, my bad. I'm wrong. The stadium is the Cotton Bowl. Sorry. Didn't want to
okay.
Yeah, my bad. I was like, formerly Cotton. I was like, okay, nah. Serve Pro First Responder, wow, in Dallas. Wow, that's interesting. The Quick Lane Bowl, which is going to be in Detroit. Making into the field here to show that they really rake in money, the Cheez-It Bowl.
What?
The Cheez-It Bowl.
Dog. Goldfish Bowl is next, baby.
Are we just making up bowls at this point? Are we really just making it up?
Look, you call it the Goldfish Bowl, brought to you by Petra's Farm. Petra's Farm, that's goldfish. So yeah, just do that. And you just push all of this Petra's Farm shit during the fucking program, man. That will make money.
Do you want to know the history of this? Okay, so up till 1996, it was formerly called the Copper Bowl, right?
Okay.
Then 97 through 2000, it was the Insight.com Bowl. Then they
Insight.com.
Yeah, and then all the way up to 2011, they just called it the Insight Bowl. And then 2012...
Oh, okay, the Insight Bowl. Okay, all right, now I remember that bowl. Okay.
And then 2012, 2013, they renamed it to the Buffalo Wild Wings Bowl. And then for a solid year, in 2016, they called it the Motel 6 Cactus Bowl. Motel 6 sponsored a bowl for a year. That is amazing.
You know what this feels like? You know what these bowl games feel like? And I know I'm not the first person to say this.
Uh-huh.
Put your ad here bowl. That's pretty much what it feels like.
I mean, and the thing is, it wasn't until 2017 they just decided they called it just a straight up Cactus Bowl in 2017, and now this year Kellogg's rebranded the bowl since they're the new sponsors for the bowl, and now they're calling it the Cheez-It Bowl.
Is it the Cactus Bowl anymore?
Formerly the Cactus Bowl, so now it's the Cheez-It Bowl.
Fuck it, whatever.
It's just that history is just amazing to me. So
that is stupid, man. Wow, man, I got you, man.
The Walk-Ons Independence Bowl in Louisiana.
Okay.
The New Era Pinstripe Bowl. I think we talked about this last year. That was kind of funny to me. God, this is a mouthful right here. Academy Sports and Outdoor Texas Bowl.
Well, thank you for that.
The Franklin American Mortgage Music City Bowl, formerly the Music City Bowl, but they had to add the mortgage company on top of it.
City Bowl.
Well, no, you got to emphasize who is sponsoring the Music City Bowl. Come on now.
No, Music City Bowl brought to you by whomever.
Yeah.
Damn, I hate that shit, man.
The Camping World Bowl, which is in Orlando, Florida.
Orlando, Florida.
The Valero.
I know that.
Yeah, the Valero Alamo Bowl in San Antonio. Now we're getting to the good ones here. The Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. You got the Belk Bowl, which, hey, I think last year you told me don't underestimate Belk.
Oh, yep.
Yep, it's the Belk. They got money. The Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl.
Okay.
So.
Oh my God. What?
Okay, so the Orange Bowl is going to be the college football playoff semifinals, and then the Cotton Bowl is going to be the college football semifinals. Okay. The Red Box Bowl, because apparently Red Box says, "Fuck it, we're going to throw some money into the mix on this."
Wow, Red Box.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, this one actually finally took your ID, D. The Military Bowl, presented by Northrop Grumman. That's gonna be played in Annapolis at the Navy Stadium.
Finally.
You said finally?
Finally, our two favorite things here in America. Yes, finally, our two favorite things here in America: corporate greed and football.
Apparently,
it's like, huh?
No, what do you say?
You cannot convince me that Northrop Grumman is not funded by Cobra.
I mean, look, it's taking place at the same stadium as the Navy plays their game, so take it what you will on that.
Like I'm saying, you can look, Chris. You cannot tell me that Cobra is not helping fund Northrop Grumman. You cannot tell me they're not.
So you tell me Cobra Commander is actually fielding the Navy and the Air Force and the Army teams and collecting money through them? Is that what you're saying?
Goddamn right he is. No, Cobra Commander has been setting this up for a while, bruh.
Your job actually has a bowl.
I like that.
The AutoZone Liberty Bowl.
The AutoZone. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Hold on. Oh no, you're at Advance. My bad. I'm getting them mixed up. The AutoZone Liberty Bowl. I'm thinking. Yeah, I thought you were working at AutoZone. You work at Advance, right?
Nah. Yeah.
I gotta.
You know what? I'm surprised Riley doesn't have one.
I'm surprised too. Hey, our favorite one, D, the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl.
All right, everybody. Looks like we have another year, and we're a part of it again. Yeah. All right, everybody. Susan, clap, Susan.
Clap, or you don't get a cake. All right.
We did so much, but we did so little.
It's like, now, Susan, we know you had to turn down the old lady for a loan, but it was for the greater good, all right?
Turns into that scene in the beginning of Incredibles.
She's all telling him where to go. He's like, you can go to this one, don't go here.
I cannot tell you. There was a man, he pointed down at
who will actually get you to do this. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry. It's sorry.
Anyway, so what's the next one? That's the next
one. The Tech Slayer Gator Bowl, which I'm like, why don't you just call it the fucking Gator Bowl? But whatever.
So what's the next one?
The Hyundai Sun Bowl, the Outback Bowl, the VRBO, the VRBO Citrus Bowl. Okay.
Okay.
The PlayStation Fiesta Bowl. The All-State Sugar Bowl, and finally.
Yep.
The Rose Bowl, presented by Northwestern Mutual.
Northwestern Mutual, really?
Yeah. The crazy part is that the Sugar Bowl is going to be the one to end all these bowls and stuff. I thought the Rose Bowl.
That's what I was saying. So the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah, the Sugar Bowl.
So the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah, the Sugar Bowl, which is shocking because usually it's the Rose Bowl that gets basically that prime time slot. So it's like,
I swear, if it's going to be Alabama and Georgia again.
That could be good. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen, man, because we forgot there's other teams involved in this. So we got to see what happens, man. Yeah, especially with Michigan just losing, man.
Yeah, see, Michigan losing, that kind of killed it because right now, Oklahoma, they won, But that was a game that, like, and I don't know if you watched. What was it? Oklahoma. Who was it? It was Oklahoma and West Virginia. West Virginia had it. Let me tell you something. That was a game where neither side was playing defense. It was 59-56 final. No fucking defense. I would say West Virginia was kind of sort of playing defense when they had to, but like Oklahoma was never going to get into the playoffs, especially with how they played against West Virginia. That was the game that they could have maybe eased into the playoffs, but like they let West Virginia in the game multiple times. You know, and it ended 59-56. I'm like, yeah, you guys were never going to get that. That shit was never going to happen.
Now my total weekend was kind of ruined because Texas A&M not only beat LSU, but wow, that was the highest scoring game ever.
That
72-74. LSU.
What is defense?
I mean, it's not what is defense. It was incredible. I was tired as fuck.
That shit went into overtime 6 times. 6 goddamn times. I'm like, yo, D, I swear to you, I think I came home at the tail end of it. I was sitting back and I only saw 3 overtimes and I was already like, yo, will somebody fucking score already? Jesus fucking Christ.
Man,
I was over it.
Man. But you know what? Look, you know what? LSU, whatever chance they had, it's kind of a bittersweet ending for this season because they were so good this season. And they had a whole lot of highs, but they didn't do nothing. And I think a lot of people say it. That's LSU in a nutshell these last few years. So you know what? I will say this. I was super excited. I'm super excited for next year. So I can say that much. But that was a hard pill to swallow for me, man.
Meanwhile,
you know what? I'm also pissed off that you and I have not been noticing number three, Notre Dame.
Yeah, Notre Dame has been quiet this season, so it's like, oh shit, they're number 3 now. Wow, okay.
They don't play nobody to me, but every tough game they're supposed to play, they go out there and play. God damn it! And you know what? Whatever.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
I hate them.
Now here's the thing. UCF lost Mackenzie Hilton to an injury, and now they're in a predicament here where, like, can they finish their season perfect now without him? Because he was the guy
that'd be fine.
He was the guy. He was actually the guy that actually was. He was the Romo for that team. He held that team on his back.
Now here's the thing: they're going to go against Memphis tomorrow, and the good question is. The good question is this: how bad is motherfucking Memphis going to lose by? Because I really feel that.
Hey, I'll be the asshole. I think Memphis is going to beat them.
If Memphis beat them, that proves you right. That proves us right. But no, our quarterback was up. Man, we still need to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean. So, but yeah, it like because I was with family and stuff, so it was actually fun watching the college football stuff on Friday and then even Saturday and stuff. It was just fun watching it because just that to see all the high scoring, it was just like, yo, this is actually pretty fun. Like, and what little I see when it's not around family, it's like, all right, I see a little bit of it because we do the sports show, but like to see it with family and seeing all the games because I was at my uncle's place. And, like, he has the fucking college football package. So, he was, like, all of us were watching every fucking game. Straight up.
Yeah.
To an extent. So, it was just fun seeing, like, UCF, they won. Watching, Alabama beat Auburn, which I was like, all right, cool. That happened. I mean, I don't know why people thought Auburn was going to win, but whatever,
No, man. This was a rivalry. Anything can happen. No, it wouldn't happen that Sunday. It wouldn't happen that Sunday.
No, man. You know what people thought? They thought it was going to be that shit. What was it? A couple of years ago when dude ran back that missed field goal for a touchdown.
Yeah, they thought it was going to be that shit.
Yeah, that was never going to happen.
Victories.
Clemson mollywopped the shit out of fucking South Carolina, and I was like, well, I expected that. I mean, who didn't? Georgia beat the shit out of Georgia Tech.
All right, look.
So. But anyways, yeah, I think that's...
Yeah, no. All right, so...
Yeah.
So, before we go on, I haven't seen much basketball, so there's only one thing we can talk about basketball, and that's the Wizards.
Okay. So brace yourself for this, dude. D, you might be happy for this. There is a team that actually wants to take Otto Porter.
All right, who?
Sacramento Kings.
And who are they going to give us?
That's the thing. There's a rumor that the Kings are eyeing Porter, but I'm like, who is Sacramento going to give us in return?
What, a draft pick or something? Which I don't think they have.
I mean, they're going to have to give us some players for Otto Porter, honestly. If you want to be real about it.
Well, what? I don't know, man. I don't know. I ain't too excited about that.
The Kings are looking at it for right now. We'll see where that goes. But, Wizards... The Wizards are in a place where they should be better than what their record is. And it's just weird.
And the thing that we both ignored is coming to truth. Not coming to truth. Yeah, John Wall's asshole.
I mean, we knew this, D. Come on.
What? Yeah, but here's the thing: the reports are going that now that Bill says he wants out of DC. So I don't even know how to feel about that. To be honest with you,
who wants out of DC?
Bill.
What, John? I don't know, man. They've been put it this way. They've been saying Bill wants to be out, but then Bill was like, "No, that's not fucking true at all."
Well, you know what? I don't know what is true, man. That's the thing. That's the whole point. I was about to go to that. I was about to get to that point. I don't know what's true anymore.
But dude, this is DC. You know how these rumor mills work here. I mean, it's always every DC team. Somehow the Capitals avoided, but maybe because we don't follow it too closely to give a shit. But like, it's always some bullshit with the fucking Capital, with the Wizards, the Nationals, and the Redskins in terms of stories and rumors and this person wants out, and then come to find out they didn't want out. So like when they asked Bradley Beal about that, Beal was just like, "What the hell are you talking about? I wanted out of here." Like, so it's like, okay, so who exactly was pushing this as truth?
Here's the thing: they both need somebody else there.
I mean, Dwight Howard out for a lower back injury, so
No, we're not. No, we don't have a joke.
Nah, there's no joke on that. Look, me and Dee, I think we have exhausted every joke we did offline that I don't want to even joke about that. It's just
it's not even like for right now until I know more about the situation. I'm not even going to joke about it.
But he is out for back surgery, so he's gonna be out basically until January, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Well, late January he'll be back, but. I mean, right now, look, the Wizards, they had put together some pretty good. They had beat the Pelicans, and they had a fucking huge win over the Rockets, which I mean, that was like, they needed that. And then they turned around and lost to the Pelicans again, and I was like, fuck. So it's just like, I think I'm just like everybody else, just like, yo, Wiz, just get the 500 and just see what happens.
You know what? That's sad. Just get to 500. That's so fucking sad.
That's where I'm at. It's like every year with the Wizards, it's like, can we just get to 500 and just see how it goes? Meanwhile, on the West Coast, what the fuck is up with the goddamn Warriors?
God, everybody figured out their code. That's all that is.
You think so?
Nah, they're just playing like shit.
Yeah, I mean, again, we're 23 games into the NBA season, so, I mean, again, you don't want to read too much into it and stuff, but, I mean, look.
But I like how everybo's doing LeBron right now in L.A.
L.A. is quietly putting together some wins. I'll give them that stuff. So they are where they need to be and stuff. Toronto the other night beat the fucking Warriors, and that was fucking hilarious because Drake was, like, fucking pestering the shit out of fucking our boy Mr. I don't brush my hair fucking
Kevin Durant.
Yeah, Kevin Durant. Oh, Drake was fucking going in on Durant during that game. I was like, well, you should, because
brush your hair.
Nah, because
brush your hair. Oh,
because Durant
never seen knots like that.
Because at one point Drake was talking shit and Durant drained a three that tied it before we went to overtime, and Drake just shut up on the sideline. I was like, shit, Durant's about to get on Drake again.
Here go Drake again. You got no muscle tone. You got no muscle tone.
And then
I swear to God, get a cheeseburger.
And then Kawhi Leonard showed the Warriors why the Raptors signed him, and he took over. And Kawhi Leonard
that nigga laughs like a nigga that can't laugh.
That is your uncle laugh at a corny
No,
dad joke.
that's not my uncle laughing. That is a motherfucker that never learned how to laugh properly.
It's like, is he like is this like the remake of Terminator and shit? He's learning how to laugh. It's like
feels like that with Kawhi, doesn't it? Because in this little report, I don't know how true it is, but they're saying Greg Popovich is bored with the NBA and how he hates the 3-point line and shit. I understand why motherfucking Kawhi left, and hopefully it ain't because of his wife, but Greg Popovich is a depressed motherfucker right now.
Can I be real about this though?
Nah.
Popovich being bored at the NBA.
I was like, I gotta know what love is again.
Popovich being bored at the NBA is the most old man white shit ever, man. He's like, I'm bored. That's some that's some shit.
It took long enough for him to do that shit because Greg Popovich all woke and shit, yeah. And actually, I think that's what depressed him anyway. Every day before they get out there, we're gonna watch 13th Amendment again. Oh, come on, coach, we're gonna watch it.
I'm sorry, I need to see Greg Popovich and Larry Bird in the same room. They both have that distressed look on their faces like, I'm over this already.
If that was really true about Greg Popovich, that is hilarious.
I believe it. I don't care. It could have been the Onion that reported that news, and I'll believe it. It's like, that's some Greg Popovich shit right there. All right.
Yeah, and I know why I got the fuck out of motherfucking San Antonio. He had to get a personality again because Greg refused for him to have one.
This is like a fucking plot line to a movie. Kawhi Leonard. He moved to Toronto to learn to love.
He was like, when he's just showing in San Antonio, he dribbled the ball and he yanked somebody. Like, man, you slow as shit. And Greg Popovich walked over to him. He's like, do you know what's slow? The justice system for black men.
Kawhi rolling his eyes like, oh boy, here we go. Here we go.
What if a cop pulls up to you and shoots you in the head? Yeah, you're just a statistic. Like, why are you telling me this, Pop?
Oh my god, you know what? Okay, so you know why I kept saying I wanted to visit.
Why I go home? I can't talk to his girlfriend.
Hey, D, guess who's going to show him love? Drake.
That's perfect, actually. All of a sudden, you look like you need a hug. Like, Drake? Is that you? Come. Be like, come? Really, D? Was he Jesus now? Hello. I'll show you the way the light-skinned nigga.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, don't be surprised if weeks from now we see Kawhi hanging out with Drake at a fucking party and shit. It's like, shit.
Look, let's find out that nigga going to the 6 saved his life. That would be hilarious, man.
Now, the only reason why I know you were saying it's sad that we're saying the Wizards need to go to 500, it's because the East in the bottom 6 through 8 spot, it's wide open for anybody to take it. So I'm like, yo, Wiz, just get to 500 so you can at least get into the fucking 6, 7, and 8 spot, and then we could talk about where you go from there. Because that's how sad the East is. It's like, again,
it is.
It's always
dismal right now.
1 through 5 is always on lock if you have a good record. It's 6, 7, and 8. That's just like, it's anybody's game at this point.
You know what, man? Whatever, man. So you know what? That's enough.
Boxing.
Let's get on.
Boxing.
Oh yes. Deontay Wilder and Fury are fighting this weekend. All I know, really, of Fury is that he beat Klitschko when he was young, and then he got fat, and then he did a whole lot of opioids, and then he came back, and he's on top of the world right now, and he looks really, really good. And Deontay Wilder has been fighting a bunch of fat niggas. So,
I mean, this is like Creed all over again. The black dude versus the Brit.
Actually, I don't even think it's I don't feel like it's like Creed, where it's so much a weird Rocky story where the white guy is coming for that smoke, and Deontay Wilder is coming off like he's fucking Clubber Lang in this situation.
Nigga, he wild off when he wild off on that reporter. About what did he mean about 400 years? I was like, dog, why did you do
what
that?
What you mean about 400 years? They still doing it. They still doing it to us, man.
He took off his shit.
His glasses on. Like, he's going to eat that little nigga.
Yo, I fucking died because he was like, all right, he's making some points. And then I was like,
yo, Raheem, nigga, what type of... What?
Yo, I lost it when he took the glasses off. I was like, oh shit, that's some black man shit right there. He took the glasses off. That means, like, yo, I was waiting. D, I swear to you, I thought he was going to pull, like, I'm going to point 2 fingers at this guy. Like, let me tell you something.
Tell you something, nigga.
I mean, and yo, I saw Tyson Fury, and I looked at some of his matches. That's a big motherfucker.
Yes, he is. He is gigantic.
6'9". That dude looks like homeboy from Game of Thrones. The fucking what's that dude's name?
Mountain.
At the mountain. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm like, yo, Wilder got his work cut out for him. I'll say that. He got his work cut out for him because that's, whew, man. I mean, do you see Wilder? I see Wilder maybe winning by decision, but not like a knockout or anything.
That's going to be tough. If he gets a knockout, here's my thing. I expect him to win. It's just that I don't know how. If he that would be amazing if he knocks him out, man. But I don't see him losing. It might come down to a decision.
Yeah, that's going to be.
Then again, I've never seen Wilder go for the distance because he's been fighting a bunch of fat dudes, man. He hasn't been fighting nobody.
He's gonna have Mickey in the corner like, Rock, that dude's a monster.
Dude, and then somebody made a point. I think I was listening to Pharrell on the bench, and they said they made a point about he fought that Haitian dude twice.
Yeah.
But like Deontay ain't fighting nobody. He's a freak of nature. He's a freak of nature in a dead fucking weight class. You know what I mean?
Look, if he beats Tyson, then he might have some legitimacy attached to him at this point.
Man, if he dropped Fury, man, I'll be amazed. It'll be amazing, man. And I think that will give him some type of validity where, you really say that he is good at his weight thing. But it's like, yo, there's nobody coming for him.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part right now about the heavyweight division.
Yeah.
There's just nobody there.
Yeah. I mean, and so have you heard anything with that Pacquiao and Bronner shit?
Man, I don't give a shit.
Yeah. I kind of was on the fence. I was on the fence. I was like, should I care? It's like, should I care about this fight? I really want to, but I don't want to.
I'm going to watch it. Let me make it very clear. I'm watching this shit, but I don't give a fuck, really.
Just sitting there like, I guess it's past its time. We're good. Oh my god, man! I know this isn't sports related and stuff.
Like to me. What?
No. You cut out for a second. That's why. But you're good.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, like to me, I always hated how Manny's fighting. Number one, why? Yeah. Number two, you got what's the name there too. I'm like Bronner, who, to me, I see him lose more than win.
He wants to be Mayweather so bad, but he doesn't have the record to prove it.
Yeah, he's a good fighter that gets full of himself and then loses the fight.
Yeah, I mean,
he's the Miz of boxing right now.
But I like the Miz, D. I don't like Bronner.
Yes, that's the problem. Probably it don't work for boxers that well, but whatever.
So I know this isn't really sports, but I feel this would probably be a good place to comment on it. So, a couple of weekends ago, I went to the Red Bull Conquest venue in DC. It's esports and stuff, and DC they did an article. I don't know if you read it and stuff. I think DC they were having a kind of arena that's going to be for the Mystics and the Capital City Go-Go basketball team, the G League, and they're going to use this for the esports thing. And 4,200 seat arena when it opens and stuff, and it's open and stuff now. I gotta say,
what the ring down there in Southeast?
Yeah, it's open. It looks nice.
Yeah,
It looks
I
nice,
didn't
man.
even know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that thing was open.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know it was.
Yeah, it's open. They had
My friend, they had to tell me. I was like, I didn't know they opened that shit yet.
Yeah. When I heard about Red Bull Conquest from somebody because since we do the podcast and me and you and if everybody's been following our podcast for a while, we always been going to the fighting game stuff. So Red Bull, since Street Fighter V started, they've been doing their kind of tournament around the world in the United States and everywhere. And now that this esports thing has been kicking off heavy and stuff, and I think we've talked about that with homeboy from the Lakers, former Lakers, that owns the esports team, Echo Fox. Rick Fox,
Rick Fox, man.
Yeah, Rick Fox. Yeah, he owns Echo Fox and stuff. Esports has really been taking off and stuff. So they had a Red Bull Conquest at the events at the DC convention center. Well, I'd say convention center. The arena looks nice, and I can see how you can put the Mystics here and it will work. Because, like I said, it's just 4,200 seats, pretty small, but it works for the space and stuff. Yeah, man, it was a lot of people. It was a lot of people there, man. Like crazy, like almost like evil levels in terms of a lot of people showing up for this. And I can see why, and I can see why esports is going to kind of be a thing that they're going to keep pushing. Because look, nobody's saying that, we're not saying that the video games is a sport, but it fucking gets people watching.
Yeah.
I mean, they put when ESPN had Street Fighter on it and stuff during the Evo finals, motherfuckers were watching.
It's funny that watching video games have become a new thing in America. This should have been expected in a way, because I can see my kids will sit and watch people play Minecraft for about an hour and a half.
I can't do it, and yet I will watch a fucking Evo stream of Street Fighter, and I know people that will get bored by that shit. So I can understand that.
I watch people's playthroughs of games all the time, man.
Yep.
But you see what I'm saying? We watch it because there's an entertainment value in it, and then in the competitive way, there is the FGC. Now the FGC, that's a whole different entity, and I don't think it's too much into sports, because I think it's funny. I understand the sports aspect of it. I understand the competition in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really do. And in that regard, much like cheerleaders and much like pro wrestling, it's a sport.
Oh yeah,
and I'm fine with that. Look, here's my thing: if poker's a sport, fuck you, it ain't. But if
I'll watch some fucking poker. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know, man. You know what? Darts is too.
Look, me and you watch bowling, and no bullshit, dude. Ever since that day that we were doing that Black Panther interview, we were watching bowling. I kind of sort of watch bowling a little bit.
I've seen bowling a bunch of times because I had no choice in like a couple of those instances.
Just for shits and giggles, though. Like, I watch poker. I'll say this. I watch poker a lot just because I play a little poker anyway, so like I know what's going on. But put it this way, it's like golf with me, where I'd rather watch like the final 8 of a poker game versus the beginning where it's just eliminations and shit.
Exactly.
So golf is the same way. Because real talk,
golf for me is like, let me see Saturday and Sunday is all I care about in golf personally. Yeah. I'm that type of person when it comes to golf.
Yeah. Woods and Mickelson had a bit of a shoot off last weekend too, and Mickelson ended up winning out. But Tiger, he's on a bit of a comeback role.
Uh-huh.
So
he's had a bit. That's going to be a big thing to talk about at the end of the year, man.
Tiger found his groove, and it's like, oh shit, cool, But yeah, I think that's I just wanted to touch on that esports thing because I think that's something that
it is.
Even if you aren't like interested in the video game aspect, it's just amazing that somebody finally kind of sort of cracked the code on how to get this thing rolling, at least on the entertainment aspect of it, to get people to watch. And the fact that there's a venue in DC that's actually dedicated to it now, and there's a spot now, because I think they were at the DC Armory, and it was, I think a couple of years ago, me and my brother went to it. It felt like basically like a grassroots SGC event, They didn't feel necessarily professional. There's nothing wrong with that, because like I said, going to a grassroots FGC event is fun, but like this was just like, they had cameras, they had fucking like the stage, the TVs, every fucking thing there, and it was just wild. It was crazy. So yeah,
that to me is amazing, and I underestimated because I'll be honest with you, I don't care about on Counter Strike. I don't care about people doing Rainbow Six. I'm not a fan of.
I used to, but it's just like I don't care.
I'm not. No, it's like this for real. I'm not a fan of esports, but if anything, I do like fighting game, and that's why I know what goes down in the FGC from time to time.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I mean, Tekken and Street Fighter.
I will hear things. Yeah. I will see things, and I will watch fights. I will actually watch fights. So not a big deal.
I mean, the fact that Tekken and Street Fighter, I mean, those are like the two big games that you want to throw up on there and stuff. It's just like, yo, this is, and the thing of it is too. On top of that, you got stuff like the 2K League, NBA 2K League, where they're throwing big money on that, and I totally forgot about that till my brother told me. Cause I asked him, I was like, dude, when did 2K start doing tournaments? He's like, dude, they've been doing tournaments. I was like, wow, I didn't fucking know. I knew about Madden, but I didn't know 2K was doing that. So that's just something that opens it up even more. And that's on top of Overwatch. That's another big one.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, folks, that's it for sports this week, and hopefully. Picks. Shit. God damn it. Picks. Wow. Now, shit.
All right. Chris, I need you to write them down for us on this week. Okay, can you do that?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me get a pen. Gotta do it old school, like the old people. Gotta get a pen pad here.
Yeah.
All right, so Saints and Cowboys. We're gonna discount that because hey, Cowboys won. It's whatever. So
hold on. Now, when it comes to college tonight, the game hasn't started yet. Utah versus Washington for the Pac-12 championship. I'm going for Utah. I was going for them all year. I want them to win this one. The Big 12.
Oh, so you said Utah, Washington. You got Utah?
Yeah, Utah.
I got Washington on that one.
All right. The Big 12. 14 Texas versus number 5 Oklahoma. For the Big 12 championship. I'm going Boomer Sooner. They're gonna win.
Oklahoma?
Yep.
All right, I'll give you that. I was gonna sit there. I was gonna sit there and say Texas because I am just not a fan of Oklahoma, so I'm gonna go Texas on this one.
Now for the AAC championship, Memphis versus number 8 Central Florida.
I'm going for the upset.
Memphis. Going for Memphis.
Go Memphis. Hold up, you said you had UCF?
Yeah. No, I'm going for Memphis.
Okay, cool. We both got Memphis. All right.
SEC championship game. Number 1 Alabama versus number 4 Georgia. This game is going to be incredible. I'm going for Georgia.
This is gonna be the game that needs to be decided here. I'm gonna go Bama.
All right. Now, the Mountain West Championship is a rematch between number 25 Fresno State and number 22 Boise. Now, the rematch because Boise beat them niggas last time. History gonna repeat itself. I'm going for State.
I go Boise State. Why not?
Big Ten. Big Ten championship. Northwestern versus Ohio State.
I'm going Northwestern on that one.
I'm going Ohio.
Hold up. Let me get that down.
The reason I'm going with Ohio is because it just feels like they look whatever. They just got look. They trying their best to get to the motherfucking championship, to the all playoffs, man. So like, let them get what they want so they can lose.
All right, cool. So, you got Clemson over Pittsburgh, right?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so there's that. So on the NFL side,
yeah.
Woo. Okay, Ravens, Falcons. I got Falcons.
What? Ravens.
Okay. All right. So D got the Ravens. I got the Falcons. Bengals, Broncos. I think the Broncos won it more, so I'm going Broncos.
Broncos. I'm going definitely Broncos.
All right. Bengals. Broncos. All right. Rams, Lions. Rams.
Oh, Rams, of course.
Yeah. Let's see. Cardinals, Packers. Is this a tank bowl?
Heck, it feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It feels like it, doesn't it? I'm going for the Packers, though. Packers are going to win it just because.
Yeah, got Packers on that one. Let's see. Let's see. We got Bills, Dolphins. I got Dolphins.
Yeah, go for the Dolphins. Go for the Dolphins. Gotta go for the Dolphins. I have no.
Bears, Giants. The Bears.
Bears better win. They better win.
I got they're gonna. Man,
against they better win.
Panthers, Bucks. This is the game that's gonna make or break the Panthers if they don't if they gotta win this. They have to. I go Panthers on this one.
I'm going Panthers.
All right. Colts, Jaguars. I got the Colts.
I want to be spiteful, but I won't be. So let's go for the Colts.
Yeah, because that's the game where it's like, I don't believe you, Jacksonville. So nah.
It's over with. It's so done.
Okay. Browns, Texans.
Upset!
Oh, that's your upset? That's your upset?
Upset! Yes! Let's go for the Browns.
I'm going for the Browns. It's been I haven't went for the Browns since they tied, so yeah, I'll go with them. I haven't gone with them since week 4. Yeah. Jets, Titans. Titans better win.
Oh, the Titans have to win.
Yeah, I mean they got to keep everybody anyway. Oh God, this is gonna be a fucking shellacking. Chiefs, Raiders.
Chiefs.
Oh God, they're gonna murder that fucking team.
They are.
Vikings, Patriots. I got the Vikings on that one. I know they're gonna be playing at Gillette Stadium, but I got the Vikings for some reason.
You know what? I'm going with the Pats. Actually, I'm going with the Pats. I want the Vikings to win though.
All right. So I got the Vikings. You got the Pats. All right. So 49ers, Seahawks. That's a division game. I'm going Seahawks.
Oh, yeah, Seahawks. 49ers are so beyond done.
Who knew homeboy leaving was gonna getting injured was gonna fuck their season up? Yeah.
Garoppolo was always like, oh my God. You don't reason why you even cared about that team doing anything.
Chargers, Steelers. I got the Chargers just because Steelers gonna do something stupid. I already know it.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think the Steelers come back.
Okay, all right. So you got the Steelers. I got the Chargers. That's the Sunday night game. The Monday night football game is going to be interesting. Redskins, Eagles. I got the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles.
Cool. So,
now we're going to have to hear them talk so much shit.
Fly, Eagles, fly. But yeah, that's it for the week. We got our picks down. Hopefully this nets into something interesting and such. So, yeah. Got anything else? Are we done?
Wow, I'm good, man. I'm good, bro.
All right, cool. So we will guys catch you next week. Peace.
Yep. Peace.